What's up, everyone? This is Jay from Revolution Radio. So, we had Mark Zuckerberg last week appear before Congress, and he gave a testimony on political ads. And we got two things out of that whole thing. We got the fact that you can make a really funny meme off of AOC in a still frame shot. And we also learned that Mark Zuckerberg does not have a problem with you lying if you are a politician and you are campaigning and you pay him. That's the most important part is you got to pay him. He basically stated that you can put false information in an ad and he's not going to take it down. His team, Facebook, will allow it to stay up if, in fact, there was one ad that Donald Trump's team put out that said Joe Biden was paid Ukraine $1 billion to fire the prosecutor who was going to go after his son from in Burisma Holding, and it's false. It's just 100% false, and they're not going to take it down. And they said as much. They won't. AOC, I think, kind of stole the show because she got us to that answer. She asked him. She said, "Okay, if I'm running for office in the next election, and I say that my political opponent signed on for the Green New Deal, even though that person didn't. We're talking about like a Mitch McConnell or someone from the far right. Can I still put that in my ad, and will it stay up? Was that okay by Facebook standards?" And Zuckerberg said, "I don't know. I have to look at it. Probably." So basically, he's saying, yeah, it's fine. As long as you're paying for an ad and you're a politician, you can lie about the opposition. So today, I wake up and I see that Twitter says that they are going to ban political ads altogether. And that's awesome. That's great. That's exactly what they should do. They are saying we're not going to let corporate media and capitalism rule this election. In our part, as a private company, we're taking a step back. The idea behind it is, and I've had people ask me this already, so does that mean I can't post an Amy Klobuchar ad on my Twitter? No, you can, 100%. The only thing that they're not doing is Amy Klobuchar can't pay Twitter for ad space. That's what they're not doing. You can post all you want, and it's the thing, we're still going to see these on Twitter because it's going to come organically. And if someone gets, if an idea or a politician gets popular enough, then yeah, it'll still be blown up pretty big. But the political uh, parties themselves cannot pay for ad space, which again I think is great. I think that's where we need to be. The more and more we remove that barrier of money in politics, the better we are off. Now, is Jack Dorsey doing this because he's some kind of hero or some kind of amazing guy? Probably not. He's had a lot of other problems. That's why I say that. There's some real conflicting information about Jack Dorsey and how he runs Twitter. But I do think he saw the outrage and the people who basically said I'm done with Twitter, with Facebook, and so he spit in Mark Zuckerberg's face, and then simultaneously talked to all the people who are outraged at Facebook, and he's saying, "Hey, come over here, come over here. I don't want any part of it. I'm not going to be in that garbage heap that our last election was. So you're safe on Twitter, essentially, at least in that regard." But I do think it's great. I think it's a strong moment for a company like Twitter and for our political system in general, especially if we see Twitter boom. And I would love to see that. I would love to see a lot more users and a lot more interaction on Twitter. So we as the people can say, yes, this is what we want. We want private companies out of our elections. We complain up and down about foreign countries. And sure, of course we want them out. But we also want private industry out as well. The election should be about the people and who the people decide. One way or another, we're going to get that, but I would much rather it be this way. I would rather it be civil discourse instead of civil war. And I think that it's really important to get behind companies who are doing something like this, even in just such a small, you know, action as saying, I'm not taking political money. Even Mark Zuckerberg said, and this is what I found interesting, he said that political ads contribute to like 5% or under 5% of their ad space. So why would he be okay with false narratives being spread and platformed on Facebook? I mean, the hit alone, the public, you know, I don't know, the way you look in public would be way worse than taking a 5% hit and doing what Jack Dorsey's doing and just saying, no, I'm just done with it altogether. I'm not doing that. I don't know. It makes no sense to me unless there's something else going on with Facebook, which I wouldn't be surprised because we all know that these kind of things are happening on YouTube, for instance, our algorithms. You can be watching Kyle Kalinske or uh, I don't know, the Young Turks or Bo the Fifth Column, and if you let YouTube keep going, next video is Fox News. You're stuck with Fox News. It'll go on a loop, then it'll go to MSN and CNN, and it always stays in those certain videos. You never get back to the creators you actually want to listen to. I've experienced that so much. I wish I had more to go on with that, to be honest. I wish I knew people to investigate that, but I don't. Anyway, just I don't know, some good news for once and something kind of cool. I wanted to put on the platform a little bit. Curious about your thoughts, how you think this might impact social media in general. If you think that more people are gonna, migrate to Twitter off of Facebook, get away from Instagram, that kind of thing. I don't know. They probably won't, but anyway, just curious your thoughts. Jay Dillon on Facebook, JAYDYLAN, JC Show VIP on Twitter. I guess in light and news, don't hit me up on Facebook, I guess. I don't know. I'm barely on there anyway. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening.